West Wrestling Championships from Shafter High School on CNN SI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. I'm Mark Heffernan. This is the 105-pound championship.
And also wrestling at 105 tonight, a sophomore, first in the Ironman, second in the Coast Classic, first in the Doc Buchanan, first in the West Side Invitational, second in the California Invitational, first at Parlier, second in league and division champion with a record of 42 wins and 3 losses, coached by Mr. Bill Magnuson, Jason Marino from Fireball.
Jason Marino from Fireball against Buchanan's Devin LaFrance. And the first match tonight at 105 pounds from Shafter High School. Bakersfield and Kern County looking to do very well in the Central Section Wrestling title match as they prepare to send a lot of wrestlers to the state meets at the University of the Pacific in Stockton. LaFrance against Moreno. 105 pounds. Now, of course, these wrestlers will exhibit a lot of quickness. Quickness is more the key than strength. Shafter High School is the site. Blue and gold. Shafter has some wrestlers in this meet. LaFrance defeated Estrada 9-6 and Moreno decision Castillo 10-6 in the semi. Bakersfield Foothills and Jamie have quite a few players, quite a few wrestlers in this championship match. Marino Fireball.
The green would be the Shafter team on the scoreboard, as earlier I announced the red would be.
Early on, 105-pound match. And the takedown by Moreno. As he is dominating early. This is not like the other wrestling that you normally see on television, because this is the real thing.
1 point escape, LaFrance.
LaFrance and Moreno. Moreno on top in the dark blue jersey as he picks up another 2 points. So outside of the escape by LaFrance, this match has been dominated by Moreno. So he should be ready to go in just a moment. The referees do a great job of making sure that the wrestlers are ready. Moreno definitely with riding time in this 105-pound match. And he seems to be the stronger of the two wrestlers. Somewhat taller and actually slimmer than LaFrance.
1 point escape, LaFrance.
LaFrance in the medium blue and Moreno in the dark blue uniform. Moreno from Fireball, LaFrance from Clovis. We were blocked off by the referee momentarily. You'll hear a lot more excitement from the crowd when some of the Bakersfield area wrestlers compete later this evening. Nice move by Moreno.
2
Picks
points
up another
takedown,
couple of
Moreno.
points.
2 points near fall, Moreno.
And the near fall by Moreno picks up another 2 points for him. Moreno controlling from the outset. LaFrance is having trouble getting up and doing anything against Moreno. He's really had him in a good grasp throughout this match. And that concludes the period. Moreno with a nice lead so far in this 105-pound championship match from Shafter High School. The CIF Central Section meet. Now Moreno showing a lot of quickness, being the aggressor, going after
2 points takedown,
LaFrance again.
Moreno.
Another 2 points, going for the fall. Referees really getting great position to call a match.
3 points near fall, Moreno.
Another near fall by Moreno. Twice he's done that tonight. 3 points.
1 point escape,
He basically
LaFrance.
gives that 1 point escape to LaFrance. Going for the legs. And it seems as if Moreno has gotten himself into a precarious position, that he feels like he's in control. But LaFrance is trying to stay
2
alive.
points takedown, Moreno.
Another 2 for Moreno. Moreno from Fireball against LaFrance at Clovis. And it has been utter domination by Moreno so far. Now he's looking to finish the job. Has his arm around LaFrance's neck.
1 point
Pull off
escape,
and the escape.
LaFrance.
LaFrance has scored all of his points off of escapes this evening. No takedowns. These players have worked, these wrestlers have worked very hard to get to this point of the season. They've had area meets, divisional meets. And there is a buzzer. Jason Moreno with Fireball against Buchanan's Devin LaFrance.
Results. Jason Moreno with Fireball.
Moreno with Fireball, the
Wins
winner
on
of
a
105
major
pounds.
decision, 15-4.
15-4, the final score.
We get
And
all
coming up,
105-pound medal winners to sit in the
114-pound
chairs
championship.
by the table at the north end, please. All 105.
Dickerson of Bakersfield against Beck of Tulare.
114-pounders.
That would be John
A
Dickerson.
junior who was first in the Highland Tournament, first in the Ramirez Duels, third in the Lemoore Invitational, third in the Clovis Invitational, fifth in the Reno Tournament of Champions, first in the area, first in the divisionals. Coached by Mr. David East from Bakersfield High School with a record of 41-5, John Dickerson. Also 114 pounds, a junior, first in the Monache Rotational, first in the Lemoore Bash, first in the Redwood Invitational, first in the CIT Morro Bay, first in league, first in the central area, third in divisionals, an outstanding student with a 4.0 GPA, coached by Mr. Randy Fitzer from Tulare Union, Scott Beck, 48-1.
Now Beck with an outstanding record this year, 48-1 against Dickerson of BHS. Proud of that strong tradition now. Driller country. Bakersfield High Centennial on Foothill looking to place a lot of wrestlers in the state meets in Stockton. Not only to get champions, but to place people in the finals. And all three schools have quite a few. Dickerson has competed in some very prestigious tournaments this year. As you heard, he has come on of late, winning the area and also winning the divisional. John Dickerson of BHS in the blue and white. Beck of Tulare in the red and gold or red and yellow. This is the CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships from Shafter High School. Our number 2 match tonight.
Again, the team on the north with the Shafter will be green.
Dickerson in blue.
The team on the south with visitors will be red.
First wrestler from Bakersfield to be in a championship tonight. That's the city of Bakersfield, and Dickerson is from BHS. Going for Beck's legs, and a strong takedown.
2 points takedown, Dickerson.
Beck attempting a reversal to escape.
Off the mat, no points.
Dickerson maintaining some control. And as we go back to the center of the mat. The one rep looks somewhat like Joe Theismann. I'm sure he doesn't talk as much, though. Dickerson in control early. This match at 114 pounds. David East is the head coach at BHS. Has built a strong tradition there in wrestling. Beck frantically trying to escape to get away. And Dickerson so far manhandling him as he pounds him to the mat. And there's the escape for Beck. And Beck really likes to get low. He's down on his knees. And neither of these wrestlers stand-up type of athletes. They search for the opponent's knees. Takedown for Dickerson. He literally picked up Beck and threw him down to the mat. And there's the end of the first period. Dickerson with a small lead.
Dickerson 4-1.
4-1 in favor of Dickerson.
Dickerson defers.
John Dickerson of BHS with a 4-1 lead. in the 114-pound match. Over Beck with Tulare.
You get 105-pounders, medal winners, please report to the chairs at the north table. 105-pound medal winners, please report
Dickerson has
to the
control from the
chairs
outset.
at the north end of the gym.
Beck has fought a very defensive match so far. And Dickerson has been the aggressor offensively. Dickerson continues to maintain control in this match at 114 pounds. And they go off the mat for the second time this evening. Beck looking for the escape. And there he gets it. Dickerson still with a slim lead over Beck.
1 point escape back.
Each wrestler trying to decide who can get lower than the other one. This could be a takedown for Dickerson. And to go off the mat.
No control, both wrestlers are up in the neutral position.
They say he didn't have any control. 114 pounds, John Dickerson of BHS, Scott Beck at Tulare. Dickerson in the blue. And David East giving him some instructions from the side.
Two-point takedown back.
And they awarded Dickerson those 2 points after a little discussion. I guess one of the refs thought that maybe he didn't have control and was still talking about it. I don't know if they awarded the points to Dickerson or to Beck. They're talking with David East, the BHS coach. Gives the wrestlers a chance to relax, and Dickerson says, "Coach, I can take care of business. Let's go." Beck has Dickerson in the grasp. And they go back to the center of the match. We're at Shafter High School for the CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships. And Beck trying to gain some momentum in this match.
A 1 point escape, Dickerson.
1 point escape for Dickerson as Beck was off the mat. And that's the end of that period. So a good match between Dickerson and Beck. Beck with only one loss this year.
Dickerson chooses bottom.
Dickerson won the area and the divisional. Beck has become more aggressive as his match has progressed. Literally riding Dickerson as John tried to flip him off his back. Dickerson blue and white, and Beck in red or maroon. Dickerson almost had a near fall. But Beck maintains control.
2 points, near fall, Beck.
Beck with 2 points and a near fall. And the coach comes out to talk to John Dickerson. Maybe it's somewhat of an injury timeout. As they're discussing things with the official. And Dickerson was shaken up momentarily. He's apparently okay. Beck and Dickerson, 114 pounds. Dickerson from BHS and Beck from Tulare. Who wants to go to the big dance in Stockton? And Dickerson shaken up once again. Beck has a chance to go over and talk to his coach and drink some water. So both wrestlers getting a lot of chance to rest during this match.
Tonight, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52 on Tuesday night, March 3rd. They will be televising the Girls Valley Soccer Championships at 7 p.m. and at 9 p.m. the Boys Valley Wrestling Championships. That's this Tuesday, March 3rd. Valley Soccer Girls at 7 and Boys Wrestling at 9 p.m. on Channel 52, Warner Cable.
Okay, Beck in control against Dickerson. There's reversed by Dickerson. He throws
1 point escape, Dickerson.
Beck almost off the mat. Dickerson picks up a point. As he seems to have new life. A very hotly contested match. And Beck drives Dickerson off the mat.
Both wrestlers neutral.
Of course, the spotlight is on the mat here at Shafter High School. You can see some of the coaches, and it's amazing you can't see the fans, but you can hear them yelling. And we're not trying to be spooky. Dickerson has picked up some steam after being injured in the last period, seemingly. His coach standing up momentarily. And at the end of that period, Dickerson still appears to be injured somewhat.
We have a
They're going to OT overtime.
First to score wins.
Well, I like this. This is sudden death. They have a 2-minute period, but the first to score wins. First who can come through in the clutch. Dickerson going for the takedown, and he knocks Beck off the mat.
Will be in a neutral position.
Looks like they're fixing his headgear. Beck has a chance to rest once again. Okay, Beck and Dickerson in overtime and 114 pounds. Our second match of the night. Beck trying to get low. Dickerson in blue. Beck in maroon. Beck from Tulare. Dickerson from Bakersfield High. John Dickerson not giving any ground to Beck. Now he backs it momentarily. Says, let's go at it man to man in the center of the match. Beck accidentally poked him in the face. Now we resume. Now the wrestlers are at it high. Beck going low on Dickerson. Remember, the first to score wins in this overtime period. Dickerson on the attack.
Two points, takedown, Dickerson.
Dickerson on the takedown. And Dickerson is victorious. It just took one mistake by Beck to give Dickerson the championship.
8-6. Great match. Great match.
John Dickerson of BHS, the winner over Beck.
Great job by the competitors.
Beck's second loss this year, Scott Beck. 8-6 the final score. And now we will move to 121 pounds.
121
pounds. To take on Sepulveda of Selma at 121. So BHS with their first athletes in the finals, and they get a victory from John Dickerson, who seemed to be injured throughout, but came through in the clutch in overtime.
Second in the league, first in the divisionals, seventh in the state in 1996. From Buchanan High School, coached by Chris Hansen, with a record of 45-3, Sergio Reseda. On the south end, also at 121 pounds, a freshman, fourth at the Nevada Reno Classic, first at the Hollister Duels, first at the Canyon Springs, first in the Southeast Yosemite League, second in the South Yosemite area, third in the Yosemite Divisionals. From Foothill, coached by Alan Paradise with a record of 50-9, Miguel Gutierrez.
Miguel Gutierrez of Foothill, who I believe was defeated by Sepulveda 16-8 earlier this year. Gutierrez is only a freshman, but he has improved dramatically throughout the course of the season. Foothill is coached by Alan Paradise. The Foothill was defeated by BHS in a dual meet, but Foothill won the Southeast Yosemite League and also the area meet. Gutierrez in the gold uniform.
Medal winners, please report to the chairs at the north end of the gym by the table. 114-pound medal winners, please report
Gutierrez looking for the upset.
at the north end of the gym by the trophy table.
He's facing the state's top-ranked wrestler in 121-pound class.
Medals for the 105s, 114s, and 121-pounders.
Gutierrez of Foothill. Unranked, but a freshman who has been improving all season long for the Foothill Trojans.
The team champion and
And
runner-up
he's driven
trophies
out
tonight
the mat.
will be presented to the respective teams by CIF South Area Commissioner Mr. Don Harrison, who is with us tonight.
We're at Shafter High, the CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships. Miguel Gutierrez of Foothill in gold. Reseda, the aggressor, so far early against Gutierrez. Gutierrez, a freshman with a fine record, though, this year. So he has been up to the task at 121 pounds. Now he's getting into good position, Gutierrez.
One-point escape.
At the end of the first
One-point
period.
escape, Gutierrez.
But Gutierrez into this match both physically and mentally.
Gutierrez defers.
And being a freshman, he will only get better.
Reseda chooses bottom.
Gutierrez will have control here in this match. 121 pounds. Looking for the takedown. And Reseda very quick. Gutierrez looking for the pin, the fall. He's close to it. That's it. Miguel Gutierrez of Foothill, the surprise winner in the 121-pound CIF Central Section Championship. He is a Valley champ. He is going to state as a freshman as he beats the favored Reseda.
At 2 minutes and 22 seconds in the second period, Miguel Gutierrez of Foothill wins by fall. The 1998 champion from Foothill, Miguel Gutierrez.
Reseda was the state's top-ranked wrestler in the 121-pound class, if you can believe that. He was pinned by Miguel Gutierrez, and that was a major upset tonight, as BHS and Foothill have wrestlers in the state both with victories. John Dickerson of BHS and Miguel Gutierrez of Foothill.
First in the CIT Morro Bay, outstanding lower weight wrestler. First in the league. First in the Central Area, outstanding lower weight wrestler. First in the divisionals, outstanding lower weight wrestler. And the 1997 National Cadet Greco-Roman champion in Tulare Union, coached by Randy Fitzer, with a record of 49 wins, no losses, Ben Martinez.
Martinez, another fine wrestler from
Also
Tulare.
127 pounds, a senior, first in the Highland Tournament, first in the Ramirez Duels, first in the Lemoore Invitational, second in the Clovis Invitational, fifth in the Reno Tournament Champions, first in the Southeast Yosemite League, first in the area, third in the Yosemite Divisionals. From Bakersfield High School, coached by David East, with a record of 38 wins and 4 losses, Benny Ashley.
Benny Ashley defeated Rosales in the semi, 6-3. And Martinez decision Venegas of Washington, 17-5. In the semifinals, Ben Martinez of Tulare and Benny Ashley of BHS in blue. So it's another matchup between BHS and Tulare. Tulare trying to even the score. BHS with Dickerson winning earlier today in Foothill with Gutierrez winning. The Bakersfield area wrestlers have won 2 of the first 3 matches tonight. And BHS going for another one.
Two-point takedown, Martinez.
2 points for Martinez. That's Tulare.
Ashley.
And Martinez has to tie his shoe. He did it very quickly. He doesn't want to rest yet. He's ready to get going against Ashley. Every wrestler has a different style. Martinez just dominated Venegas of Washington in the semi 17-5. I think not only were people surprised by Gutierrez winning from Foothill, but he pinned Reseda, the outstanding wrestler he was competing against. Now we'll go to the center of the mat. Martinez trying to do some work on Ashley. That's Larry coaches in the background. Martinez looking for the fall, puts up 2 points. He is getting close to it. That's it. The pin by Tulare Martinez or Benny Ashley of BHS.
In the first period, Ben Martinez of Tulare wins by a fall.
That was in 1 minute and 48 seconds. That's a quick pin. So we've had back-to-back falls tonight in the CIS Central Section Wrestling Championships from Shafter High.
132-pound wrestlers, please take the stand.
We now move to 132. Ben Martinez, the winner at 127
On the
from
north
Tulare.
end, a junior was first in the A6 Foothill Invitational in Sacramento, first at the Doc Buchanan, first in the Southeast Yosemite League, first in the South Yosemite area, first in the Yosemite Divisionals, a 4.1 GPA, and a cadet national freestyle champion from Foothill, coached by Alan Paradise, Max Odom. Excuse me, has a record of 39-4. 39-4, I'm sorry. Opposing him at 132 is a senior, third at the Doc Buchanan Invitational, third at the California Classic Invitational, fourth in Fountain Valley, first at the Mid-Cal Invitational, first in the TRAC, first in the area, 95 state qualifier from Clovis High School, coached by Steve Tirapelli, I'm sorry, I don't know that guy. With a record of 40 wins and 5 losses, Chris Gutierrez.
Clovis High's Gutierrez against Max Odom of Foothill. Odom decision Schallberger of BHS 9-3 in the semis. Gutierrez decision Crane of Dos Palos 12-3, so they dominated their semifinal opponents. And that's why they're in the finals. Odom in gold from Foothill as they go for their second winner tonight. Max Odom. The ref is not signaling a three-pointer.
Off the mat, no control.
Off the mat, back to the middle. Well, we've had 2 consecutive pins or falls in the championships tonight. We've also had an overtime win by John Dickerson of BHS. it looked like he would have trouble continuing. We're at 132. Odom in the gold from Foothill.
2 points takedown, Odom. 1 point escape, Gutierrez.
Odom with the 2, Gutierrez with 1. Takedown followed by the skate. Seems like so many times when you're going for a section championship in any sport, you have to go through one of the Clovis schools, individually or team-wise, whether it's Clovis, Clovis West, or Buchanan.
So a 2 point takedown, Odom. 2 points near
2 point
Odom.
takedown.
1 point, Odom. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Gutierrez.
Yeah, we had an unsportsmanlike conduct call against, I believe, Odom. I'm not sure. Maybe 2 points for Odom and 1 point for Gutierrez. Unsportsmanlike. Well, we will continue. Nice quick move by Gutierrez. Both wrestlers with blonde hair.
John Branch, Professor John Branch, would you come down with the scores table, please?
It's amazing how many of these wrestlers have great GPAs. I think 2 we've heard tonight over 4.0. Odom on the attack. And throws Gutierrez off the mat. The spotlight is on wrestling tonight at Shafter High School. The CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships. A number of these wrestlers will move to the state championships in Stockton, a UOP. Into the first period. Max Odom of Foothill in gold and Chris Gutierrez of Clovis in blue. Gutierrez trying to decide whether he wants to be in the grasp or to grasp. It doesn't really make any difference here. Both wrestlers going low for the feet. Nobody in control yet. More of a standoff. Max Odom in gold against Gutierrez from Clovis in blue. Looks like an even match so far. Nobody really controlling, as they call it, a stalemate, but an appropriate term. Now they pick up the intensity here in the second period. Gutierrez, the aggressor.
2 points, takedown, Gutierrez.
Odom having trouble getting on track here in the second period. He's seeking the perfect move.
Off the mat,
The escape hatch seems to be shaken up just a bit.
injury timeout.
Coach Alan Paradise comes over to check him out as both wrestlers get a breather. We're at the 132-pound match between Max Odom of Foothill and Gutierrez of Clovis. Already tonight, Miguel Gutierrez, a freshman from Foothill, was victorious. And John Dickerson of BHS was a winner in overtime. So both Foothill and BHS have a champion so far. And Odom trying to become the third Bakersfield area wrestler to
the
win a title.
127-pound medal winners report to the north end of the gym. 127-pound medal
Injury
winners.
timeout.
Please report to the north end of the gym.
And the refs are counting the time down. Max Odom, the taller of the two wrestlers, in gold from Foothill. Slightly injured his right shoulder or his right arm, and he will be on the mat. Gutierrez trying to gain control. Nice spin move by Odom. Odom has Gutierrez right where he wants him.
2 points reversal, Odom.
Odom with the 2 points. And that's the end of that period. So we'll move along in this 132-pound match between Max Odom and Gutierrez of Clovis. Odom looking for a championship.
Gutierrez chooses down.
So Odom will be in control as we begin this period. He's looking for just the right hold, the right move to finish off Gutierrez. The crowd relatively quiet. And now they pick it up.
127-pound medal winners, please report to the north end of the gym. 127-pound medal
Who's in better
winners,
position right now?
please report to the north end of the gym. 2 points.
Now Odom
here,
is.
Paul Odom.
Picks up 2 points. And he does want to win it by decision. He wants to score a fall. He's getting close. Referee accidentally got kicked in the head. They get down and dirty. This sport, and Odom with the pin with the fall. He wasn't going to settle with a decision victory.
And 1 second in the third period, Max Odom of Foothill wins by a fall.
Max Odom of the Foothill Trojans victorious in the Central Section Wrestling Championships at Shafter High as he defeats Gutierrez of Clovis. Chris Gutierrez,
At the
5
north end, the
minutes
senior,
and 1 second of the match.
who was third in the Far West champions, fifth in the 5 counties,
Gutierrez and
third in
Odom
the
have been
California
winners of
Classic,
Foothill.
third at the Clovis
Ashley
Invitational,
lost in the finals
first
for
at the
BHS, but
Mid-Cal,
John Dickerson was a winner.
third in TRAC, first in the area, first in the divisionals. From Clovis High School, coached by Steve Tirapelli, with a record of 46 wins, 6 losses, Casey Olsen. His opponent at 137, a senior, second in the Sierra Nevada Classic Reno, first at the Doc Buchanan Clovis, first at the Foothill Asics in Sacramento, first in the South Yosemite area, third in the Yosemite Divisional. From Foothill, coached by Alan Paradise, with a record of 45 wins and 6 losses, Ryan Malosh. Malosh.
Ryan Malosh, who played football for Ned Permenter at Foothill, has done a great job getting to the finals. He finished third last week, so he will definitely be one of the top 2 wrestlers in his division at this meet. Played at about 145 in football. Ryan Malash, 137 pounds, facing Olson of Clovis. Malash decision Baca, Buchanan 3-2 in the semis. Olson of Clovis decision Garcia, Bakersfield 2-1. So they had tough semifinal matches.
Malash will be on the home side of the scoreboard.
Malash in
Olson will
goal.
be on the visitor side.
Olson of Clovis. Malash taking time out to tie a shoe. Olson really working down low.
Can we get the 132 pounders?
You definitely have to have a strong back to wrestle. As low as they get.
132 pound medal winners at the north end of the gym, please. We will award 127s, 132s, and 137s at the conclusion of this
A
match.
stalemate early on between Malash and Olson. We've had a number of Clovis wrestlers tonight and Bakersfield area wrestlers from various schools. Nice move by Malash.
2 points takedown, Malash.
And he gets the 2-point takedown. Ryan, part of that strong Foothill team that Allen Paradise has built over the years. They have challenged BHS for supremacy recently. And not only the Southeast Assembly League, but throughout Bakersfield and the Valley. Centennial somewhat of a distant third to those schools, but Centennial being the top team in the Southwest Assembly League. Malash leads 2-0. We're at 137 pounds from Shafter High. Malash won't let Olson get out of his grasp. Just like tackling a running back or a wide receiver downfield.
Second period.
And Malash looking good early on. Gets instructions from his coaches on the far side.
Chooses down.
And he will have Olson in his grasp.
One-point escape. Olson off the
Olson
mat.
with 1-point escape. As he go off the mat. And the crowd is beginning to pick it up. That's what we like to hear. But this type of wrestling is more sport than pure entertainment. You don't see the jumbo screen in the background. All the attention is on the mat, which is where it should be. Malash with the control early on. Every wrestler tries different moves in a match. Stalemate. Malash in gold, Olson in blue. Malash from Foothill and Olson from Clovis.
$127 and 132 pound medal winners. Please report to the north end of the gym.
This is the 137-pound championship match.
Winners,
Shafter High School, SHS.
Also 137-pound first or sixth through third place medal winners.
Meloche trying to get down very low. We've had a few pins fall tonight in the championships. Meloche reaching out for Olson's right leg.
Warning, stalling both wrestlers.
And they were saved by the buzzer. The official warning both wrestlers of stalling. And we want to see some action. Let's get it going. Meloche will be down on the mat.
1 point escape.
With the escape from Ryan. Both wrestlers trying to pick it up here early. Meloche was seeking the takedown. Olson stood straight up. Was able to thwart that move by Meloche. It has been generally a stalemate throughout. Two evenly matched wrestlers. Meloche in gold, Olson in blue, and they're both off the mat.
127 pound, 32 and 37 medal winners. Please report to the
It
north
has been more of a defensive struggle for both. Neither really can control the other. We're off the mat once again. Whoever makes a mistake will lose this match. They're that close. Olson trying to get Meloche on his back for the fall. Meloche trying to hang tough.
2 point takedown, Olson.
2 points for Olson on the takedown. Meloche trying to get off the mat. And he does successfully.
Off the mat. Olson.
As they will go to the
Control
finish.
Olson.
So Meloche averted a near fall by Olson.
Injury timeout.
And he gets up slightly limping and talks to the Foothill coaches. A couple of other times tonight, the guy that seemed to be injured went on to win the match. Some people would think maybe that's a ploy. I don't know.
132-pound weight class medal winners. Please
Olson getting a
report to the
breather,
north
talking
end.
to his
Also
coaches.
137-pound 6th through 3rd place medal winners. At
Coach
the
says,
north
we don't
end.
have all night. Let's go after him. Remember, they were cited for stalling early in this match. You can't win a wrestling match backing up. Coach said, go for your opponent. Take charge. He's tired, he's hurt. Know his weakness. Exploit it. Olson, the taller of the two wrestlers. It's been a very low scoring match so far, a defensive struggle. There's Ryan Meloche on your screen. The coach yelling instructions to him, saying be mentally focused. Know what you're doing out there. Olson in blue. Seem to have somewhat of a delay in action. Might be a problem with the clock. We know they're not taking any media timeouts like they do in basketball. One thing about these wrestlers, they're getting plenty of time to rest in this match. I guess after having semifinals, it's good. They both won by 1 point. Olson trying to take charge. There's the end of that period.
No score, overtime. We have a 2-minute overtime period. We're in a sudden death situation. First to score wins.
The kind of situation I like. One great move and you win. One mistake and you lose. It's on the marbles, on the table. Who will come out victorious? Olson of Clovis or Meloche of Foothill? Meloche in gold, Olson in blue. These guys have literally been in the stalemate. Paradise looking on for their coach. Who will make that superb move? Which wrestler will it be? And Olson drives Meloche off the mat. And we go back to the center. I think you have to be aggressive in this situation. You can't wait for something to happen. And
Meloche,
timeout. Might have been slightly poked in the eye. We are in overtime. Meloche of Foothill. Olson of Clovis. 137 pounds. Both wrestlers working on that takedown. Olson now has Meloche and drives him off the mat. He had semi-control of Meloche. Ryan was able to back it toward the mat. The first to score wins. Olson going for the legs. Has one of them. And the victory. Olson of Clovis over Meloche of Foothill. 137 pounds. CIF Central Section Wrestling Championship from Stamford House. On CNN SI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52.
The ravages of time. Just like paint, tape can oxidize, and oxygen is slowly eating away your most cherished family videos. A baby's first steps, first words, first birthday. These memories, once lost, can never be recovered. You can't stop time, but you can fight oxidation by duplicating your videos at Time Warner Productions. Our state-of-the-art repair and duplication services can help preserve your memories for future generations. Time Warner Productions, located at 3600 North Select Avenue in the Time Warner Cable Building.
Two-time Valley champion, 1997 state champion from Clovis West, coached by Brad Zimmer with a record of 48-1, Ralph Lopez. His opponent at 142, a senior first at the Hanford Duels, third at the Coast Classic, third at the Foothill Invitational, first at Fireball, first in league, second in the area, fifth in divisionals, a GPA of 3.71 from Hanford, coached by Michael Wright, with a record of 42 wins and 8 losses, Rudy Lopez.
Coach Lopez against Lopez. Ralph Lopez, a two-time Valley champion winner and the defending state champion from Clovis West, against Rudy Lopez of Hanford. 142 pounds. Ralph Lopez against Rudy Lopez. Shafter High School is the site of tonight's CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships. Foothill and BHS have done very well so far in this meet. First period action. Ralph Lopez, Rudy Lopez. Ralph with only one loss this year, going for his third Valley Championship. He's already won a state. So I guess he's had a battle over confidence all year long. That's when you really have to stay mentally focused. Because Miguel Gutierrez of Foothill, a freshman, defeated the state's top-ranked 121-pound wrestler earlier tonight. And what a major win for Gutierrez. You kind of wonder, if you win the Valley as a freshman, how difficult is it to repeat or win other Valley titles in your remaining 3 years?
Ralph's scores kept on the visitor side, Rudy's scores kept on the home side. Three points, near fall.
3 points for Ralph Lopez on a near fall. Ralph Lopez definitely a worker out there. He is shorter and stockier of the two. He's a technician. He is the aggressor against the longer legs Rudy Lopez. Another takedown for Ralph. Ralph Lopez going to work.
1 point escape, Rudy Lopez.
Rudy with 1 point for the escape.
2 points takedown, Ralph Lopez.
And Ralph Lopez piling up the points with another 2 points on the takedown.
1 point escape, Rudy Lopez.
Basically, it's just giving Rudy Lopez the points for the escape. Ralph in a little bit of trouble early on. And dashes to get off the mat.
2 points takedown, Rudy Lopez.
Rudy Lopez with the 2 points
Rudy
for the
Lopez
takedown.
in control.
So Rudy with, I believe, 3 so far. Ralph Lopez of Clovis West and Rudy Lopez of Hanford. Lopez of Clovis West pinned Cummings of at 4:35 of their match. Lopez of Hanford decision via Gomez of East 1-0. And that was a
1 point escape.
Defensive
Ralph
stalemate.
Lopez.
Rudy Lopez with a 1 point escape. Rudy Lopez looking for the takedown. And Ralph calls for timeout.
Ralph Lopez.
Slight timeout in this wrestling match. At 142 pounds, Ralph Lopez of Clovis West and Rudy Lopez of Hanford. Ralph has only 1 loss this year. And Rudy has under 10. I think he has about 8 losses, 6 or 8. So it's not too much of a surprise that these wrestlers are here, especially Ralph. He was a 2-time Valley champ and last year's state champion. He's accomplished a lot already. Be interesting to see if he can win a 3rd Valley title and defend his state championship. That would be rather unprecedented.
2 points takedown.
Ralph the
Lopez.
takedown as the buzzer goes off.
3rd period.
Rudy getting instructions from his coaches
Rudy Lopez chooses.
as we move into the 3rd period of action.
Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. On Tuesday, March the 3rd, we'll be showing the Girls Valley Soccer Championships at 7 p.m. And at 9 p.m., the Boys Wrestling Championships. Next, a week from Tuesday, on March the 10th, the Cal State University Basketball Western Regional Championships. And at 9 p.m., on Tuesday, March the 10th, the High School Valley Basketball Championships. Warner Cable, Channel 52. Wrestling can be seen Tuesday, March the 3rd, at 9 p.m.
Thanks for the plug. As Ralph Lopez throws Rudy Lopez off the mat. He has been in control from the outset. The Clovis West athlete looking for his 3rd Valley title and his 50th win of the year. He's only lost once. Kirk Moore Foothill coming up a little bit later on in the finals. At 154 pounds, he is headed to Purdue on a full ride scholarship. One of the outstanding wrestlers in the section, if not in the state. And I know what Kirk wants the state title this year. Of course, he wants the Valley title first. Ralph Lopez with riding time on Rudy Lopez.
Points, near fall, Ralph Lopez.
Another 2 for Ralph Lopez. And he's going for that fall, that pin of Rudy Lopez, getting very close to it. Rudy doing a great job of avoiding it, but he's down substantially in points. But for a lot of wrestlers, it's enough just to wrestle to not get pinned. Nobody wants to get pinned. It's like striking out in baseball. And if you're going up against Ralph Lopez, that's a pretty good accomplishment.
142-pound results. Ralph Lopez of Clovis West wins on a major decision, 14-4.
Ralph Lopez now 50-1 this year. A major decision victory, 14-4 over Rudy Lopez. So the Clovis West athlete
147-pounder
is
state.
now victorious, and he's looking for another state title.
At the north end of the gym, a senior at 147 pounds. First in the Lemoore duels, first in the Coast Classic, first in the Bash, third in the Doc Buchanan, second at the CIT, seventh in the 5 pennies, 1998 West Yosemite League champion, 1998 Central Area champion, 1998 Yosemite Divisional champion. From Lemoore, coached by Kent Olson, with a record of 50 wins and 4 losses, Juan Huizar. His opponent at 147 pounds, a senior, first at the Highland Invitational, first in the Ramirez Duels, second at the Clovis Invitational, first in the area, second in the Yosemite Divisionals. From from Bakersfield High, coached by David East, with a record of 35 wins and 9 losses, Matt Spradlin.
Huizar of Lemoore, decision Martinez of Mendota, 6-4 in the semis. And Spradlin of BHS, decision Ginnitz of Foothill, 3-2 in the semifinals.
Spradlin will have green. He will be on the Shafter side of the scoreboard. Huizar will be on the visitor side of the scoreboard.
Matt Spradlin of BHS at 147 pounds. Spradlin in blue and white. Huizar in purple. Spradlin trying to get some riding time as he pushes Huizar off the mat.
£142-pound medal winners, please report to the north end of the gym. 142-pound medal winners, please report to the north end of the gym.
Spradlin at the right, blue and white, as the colors are very similar. That'd be a great match between Spradlin and Ginnitz of Foothill. And it's semi 3-2. I know they have faced each other a few times this year in their career. Huizar of Lemoore and Spradlin of BHS. Somewhat of a stalemate so far as both wrestlers go off the mat.
Two points, takedown, Spradlin.
For Spradlin. And now he drives Huizar off the mat. Spradlin looking good very early on for BHS. He's been the aggressive wrestler offensively. Hoping to turn Huizar over. His time is running out here in the first period. Conclusion of the first period. Spradlin with a slight lead over Huizar. Juan Huizar of Lemoore and Matt Spradlin of BHS. Brookmore Foothill coming up next at 154
Spradlin
pounds.
defers, Huizar takes down.
Will take on Brooks of Lemoore. Spradlin maintaining control here in the second period. We're at Shafter High School for the CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships on CNN SI, Time Warner Cable Channel 52. Spradlin with riding time in a blue and white. Huizar in purple. The Beaches wrestlers are always so well coached. And he's just eating up the clock here in the second period. As Huizar seems helpless to do anything offensively. Now he picks it up.
1 point escape. Huizar.
Picks up a point on the escape. Juan driving Spradlin off the mat. Juan Huizar of Lemoore. Matt Spradlin of BHS. Finals of 147 pounds. You have to be aggressive but cautious at the same time.
Off the mat.
Spradlin drives Huizar off the mat. A very close match. Valley Championship. A lot of wrestling still to come tonight. And there's the end of that period. Huizar of Lemoore, Spradlin of BHS.
Third period.
We begin the third and final period.
One-point escape, Spradlin.
Spradlin with the escape. He'd like to get a pin, but he would settle for the victory. Go, go, go. They say drive him. And Spradlin could not get a hold of the legs of Huizar. Knocks him off the mat. They go back to the middle. The third and final period from Shafter High School. Huizar with a nice move towards Spradlin. And drives him off the mat.
Both wrestlers are up. We get 142-pound medal winners. Report to the north end of the gym, please. 142-pound medal winners. Report to the north end.
And a conversation between the officials. And the fans are getting into it. Anytime you hear booing, you know they're getting into it. Spradlin blue and white from BHS. Huizar from Lemoore. A very good match at 147. Spradlin trying to turn Huizar around. It's a battle of wills to this point. Trying to flip him over. And having difficulty accomplishing that. The clock is winding down here in the third period. Spradlin in control. picks up 2 points. That might be the key move of the match for him. As they go back to the center, Huizar of Lemoore will be down and Spradlin for BHS up. BHS trying to claim another victory.
1 point escape, Huizar.
1 point for Huizar. That does it. Matt Spradlin of BHS
7-pound
is victorious.
results from Bakersfield. Only 5-2 decision. 1997-98 Valley champion Matt Spradlin.
Matt, a winner 5-2 or Juan Huizar.
54-pounders. At the north end, the senior was first in the Sierra Nevada Reno Classic, first at the Doc Buchanan Clovis, first at Canyon Springs, returning Valley champion and state finalist with a 4.1 grade point average, and has committed to wrestle for Purdue next year. From Foothill, coached by Alan Paradise, with a record of 51 wins and no losses, and Kurt Moore. £154 his opponent, first in the Lemoore duel, second in the Coast Classic, first in the Bash, third at the Doc Buchanan, fourth in the 5 counties, 1997-98 West Yosemite League champion, 97-98 Central Area champion, 1998 Yosemite Divisional runner-up, fifth in the Central section in 1997 from Lemoore, coached by Kent Olson with a record of 44 wins and 5 losses, Ryan Brooks.
Kirk Moore Foothill is undefeated this year. The decision Gutierrez of Clovis,
Will have the
6-0 in the semis. Brooks of Lemoore decision Lomeli of Clovis, West 5-4. I remember that name. I think Lomeli played football for
He'll be on the
CW.
visitor side of the clock.
So knowing he was going to Purdue did not
We'll have the red
diminish
green band.
Moore's
He'll be on
efforts
the
this year.
Shafter or home side of the clock.
He not only wants a Valley title, but a state title. He was so close last season. Undefeated for the wrestler from Foothill in gold. He's headed to Purdue, but he has some business to take care of before he leaves. Kirk Moore. $154. And Moore drives Brooks off the mat. He is the taller of the two wrestlers. He looks somewhat lanky, going for the legs. Looking for the takedown is Moore.
Points takedown Moore.
And he does get the
1
2-point
point Steve
takedown.
Brooks.
They both were at 154, but Moore looks so much bigger. As he continues to work here in the first period. Keeps his legs away from Brooks. More decision, Gutierrez of Clovis in the semis.
Moore.
And Brooks was a winner. A very tight match, 5-4. As Moore has a headgear adjustment here in the Valley Finals. Moore against Brooks. Moore from Foothill, Brooks from Lemoore. Moore's had a few wrestlers in the Valley Championships. Have a nice program there, competing against the big schools such as BHS Foothill and the Clovis area schools here in these championships. So they're back to the middle. Moore will be on top. Kirk Moore, Alan Paradise in the background from Foothill. We have seen the wrestlers of Foothill and BHS do very well tonight.
Second period.
As the first period comes to a conclusion. And let the second quarter begin.
Moore defers. Brooks chases up.
Who's going to be down and who will be up? Well, Moore will be down in the second period at the start. Brooks of Lemoore looking for the takedown. Lemoore trying to pivot away.
1 point
Gets the
escape,
escape.
Moore off the mat.
And he drives Brooks off the mat. Moore momentarily was not in a good position. And he was able to get out of that.
With the 142-pound and 147-pound medal winners at the north end of the gym, please.
Coming up at 160, Sanders of Buchanan against Sherrick of Clovis West. So two Clovis area wrestlers going at it. Moore maintaining control. Trying to throw Brooks down. Throws him off the mat. And does get credit for a takedown, I believe. Thought there was going to be an injury timeout. Brooks coaches.
No takedown.
No takedown.
Both wrestlers are up in the neutral position.
Okay, no takedown awarded for Moore. Moore says, I'll get a takedown that counts. Brooks hanging tough early on here in the second period.
Two points takedown Moore.
This time the 2 points is tabulated. And they go back to the middle, or will in just a moment. Kirk Moore undefeated so far this year. Looking to stay that way against Brooks of Lemoore. Lemoore getting up slightly injured. Or at least getting a breather. And it's always dangerous when a wrestler acts like he's hurt. A few times tonight, the wrestler that looked to be hurt went on and won the match. And Moore's just kicking back for a few seconds in front of the Foothill bench. And he's ready to go back and get that Valley title. And head to Stockton UOP, the Spanos Center, where the big-time state meet is. And he really won't settle for getting second or third at the state. He wants to be on the victory stand. Certain wrestlers, it's not good enough for them to finish second or third. They've already been there.
With the 142 and
So you put a little bit of undue pressure on yourself, but when you want to be great, that's when you come through in the clutch.
Through third place medal winners at
Matthews cracking the
154.
pressure. Others like that type of pressure. Moore with riding time.
Potentially dangerous hold.
Potentially dangerous hold by Moore on Brooks. Had a stronghold around his neck or his head. And you don't want to be disqualified in a match like this, especially when you are dominating your opponent. £154. Moore driving Brooks. Almost off the mat.
Third period.
As the second period comes to a conclusion. Moore's been scoring the points as we head into the
Moore
third
chooses
and
neutral.
final period tonight. Brooks unable to do much of anything
142 pound, 147
offensively
pound
against
medal
Moore.
winners report to the north end. Also 6 through 3rd at 154 is please report.
Moore looking for another takedown.
2 points takedown Moore.
Gets the 2 points and then drives Brooks off the mat. Kirk Moore trying to win a Valley Championship for Foothill and remain unbeaten this year. Has Brooks in a very difficult position. Moore with riding time throughout this match. Brooks desperately trying to get away, but to no avail. Moore is simply too strong and too good for him. Moore looks for just the right move for a possible fall. As you can hear the fans pick it up. Moore controlling from the outset as the time is winding down. The ref was stationary momentarily. Kirk Moore will win this unless he makes a major mistake.
1 point Moore, stalling Brooks.
Stalling against Brooks. And that's it. Kirk Moore is the Valley champion at 154 pounds.
Results.
He remains undefeated this year.
Winner in a major decision, 1997-98 Valley champion from Foothill, Kirk Moore.
Moore wins at 10-1
We get the 142, 146.
over Ryan Brooks of Lemoore as we head to 160 pounds. Sanders of Buchanan against Sherrick of Clovis West. Sanders won by injury default over
Sanders
Juan
will have a
Jimenez of
green
South.
leg band and will be on the Shafter home
And
side
Sherrick
of
of
the
Clovis West
scoreboard.
decision Reyes of Bakersfield
Sherrick
13-3.
will be in the red band and on the visitor side.
Clovis West in the maroon and Buchanan in the blue.
2 points takedown.
The Buchanan Bears, Clovis West Golden Eagles.
2 points takedown Sanders.
Sanders with a 2-point takedown. Sanders the aggressor early on in this match. Crowd very quiet early on. I can almost hear a pin drop. One thing about the officials in this sport, they get down and dirty. Not afraid to get right on the mat and get that, not the bird's eye view, but the view down where all the action is. Sherrick will be down and Sanders for Buchanan up. 160 pounds. 173 is our next weight classification. As the two wrestlers go off the mat here at Shafter High School, the sites of the CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships in this year, 1998. Now, besides these finals, you have third place matches and consolation matches. A lot of wrestlers are involved in this meet. As the two wrestlers go off the mat. Lana Buchanan will take on Perez Madera next. Two wrestlers from the north part of the valley. Tyler Nunn and Noel Perez, 173. What are we having here? A consultation? Resting time. We haven't wrestled too long yet in this match. Buchanan Sanders and Sherrick of Clovis West. 160 pounds. Official says it's time to go.
1 point escape, Sherrick.
And the escape for Sherrick of Clovis West.
Two points takedown, Sanders.
The Sanders
Off
with
the
the 2
mat.
points. And a takedown. And Sanders saying, now I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go. I'm pumped, I'm juiced. Nice move by
1
Sherrick.
point escape, Sherrick.
As the escape, 1 point. And Sanders drives him off the mat. Sherrick getting a word or two from his coach. His coaches. In a very closely contested match here at 160 pounds. Kelly Sanders of Buchanan and Mike Sherrick of Clovis West. I'm ready for the action to continue. There's too much talk. The action needs to be on the mat. The fans are getting too quiet. They're getting restless. Sanders trying to be the driving force as he shoves Sherrick off the mat. And Sherrick driven off the mat once again as the period comes to a conclusion.
Injury timeout.
It looks like Sanders is shaken up. So we have an injury timeout after the buzzer. They can't throw them over the turnbuckles in this sport. There's no ring, essentially, just a mat. Could you imagine if that was for real, how people would get hurt? Like I said, watch out when a wrestler is injured during a match. Many times they come back to win. The other wrestler gets overconfident. Sanders says, I'm ready to go. Enough of this. This is my big moment. It's the Valley Championship. I can't quit. I've come too far. Let's get it done. Sanders in blue and Sherrick in the maroon Clovis West colors.
Sherrick chooses down.
Sherrick is down and Sanders up as he looks for instructions from his coaches. Sanders coming out aggressive during this period. 160 pounds. And Sanders drives Sherrick off the mat and then tries to lift him up. No harm, no foul. The officials get right into the thick of things in this sport.
1 point escape, Sherrick.
1 point escape for Sherrill. I think wrestling would be even better if the fans were within about 10 yards of the mat. That would really make it exciting. Have them around in a circle. It'd almost be like gladiators going at it. Sherrill for Clovis West, Sanders for Buchanan.
Warning Sherrick stalling.
A little bit of stalling tactics going on. I didn't see it. Sanders on top. Sherrill trying to flip him over. Flips him on his side. As this has been another hotly contested match from Shafter High School.
Stalemate.
Stalemate. Not to be confused with checkmate. Kelly Sanders of Buchanan and Mike Sherrick of Clovis West. Now, we can't have any stalemates at the end. We have to have a winner and a loser. In retrospect of both winners to get this far. But somebody has to be champion and somebody has to be runner-up. The home of the Shafter General Shafter High School and the CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships. As Sherrick drives Sanders off the mat. And now we come back to the middle. Who will make the mistake? Who will make the superb move in this match to win it? And Sanders goes to the
Coaches,
side.
we'd like to take this time to ask you to turn in the outstanding wrestler ballots.
It's like injury
after
to his
the
left
conclusion
wrist
of
or
the
his
heavyweight
left
match.
arm, I believe. Maybe
We
it's his
have
right hand.
An outstanding lower weight wrestler and an outstanding
Sanders of
middleweight
Buchanan against Sherrick of Clovis West.
We'd like those immediately
160
followed
pounds.
the heavyweight match.
173-pound final is coming up next. Tyler Lunn of Buchanan against Noel Perez of Madera. And we're just waiting for somebody to win this match. Some of the championships tonight, there have been a lot of timeouts, injury timeouts. Others have moved along very quickly. There have been some pins, but most have been won by decisions, which makes for a longer match, especially when you have many timeouts, injury timeouts, equipment timeouts. Who is going to take this one? Who wants it more? Sanders for Sherrick. Buchanan against Clovis West. Somebody has to make that key move to capture this crowd. Sherrick with a slam to Sanders on the mat. And his head hit the mat very hard.
Illegal maneuver, Sherrick. 1 point, Sanders.
And that cost Sherrick a point, and that may be the key point of the match. Now, as he slammed hard to the mat, you can do that in the other sport. You can't do it in actual wrestling. And Sanders is shaken up quite a bit. An injury to his arm earlier. Like his left shoulder is hurting him. So he is awarded 1 point for that. And he's still taking some time before he gets up. Some would say it's a body slam, look more like a head slam by Sherrick over Sanders. As Sherrick is talking to his coaches and Sanders to his. This has been a rather lengthy match tonight. Sherrick riding time on Sanders. Another hard
injury timeout, Sanders.
Injury timeout for Sanders. I wasn't aware they gave this many injury timeouts to a opponent. It seemed to me if you couldn't continue, then they'd have to award the title to somebody else. They didn't count that last move by Sherrick as an illegal one. Sanders still on the mat. Sanders may capture this crown when it looks like Sherrick has dominated him in the ladder going.
That was his third injury timeout. He'll have no more timeouts for injury.
Well, he has no more injury timeouts. 3 injury timeouts so far. As Sherrick trying to maintain control. Sanders trying to get the escape. As they go off the mat.
The wrestlers were off the mat.
Sanders' left shoulder still hurting him. Sherrick trying to maintain control. Sherrick on top. Sanders.
1 point
With the
escape,
escape.
Sanders.
1 point. And they go back to the middle. This match is winding down.
Two points, takedown, Sherrick.
The 2-point takedown. And they go off the mat. This time it's handed for Sherrick.
Injury timeout.
And Sherrick now calling for a timeout. This is the most timeouts we've seen in a match tonight. I think he just wanted to gather his thoughts together.
12 seconds.
About 12 seconds left. Sherrick needs a takedown to win. And pushes Sanders off the mat.
Warning, stalling, Sanders.
Stalling against Sanders. As the match is coming to a conclusion.
1 point, escape Sanders.
Sanders is 1 point. And Sanders trying to hold off Sherrick. Clock is ticking. And Sanders hold him off. Sherrick backing up. Sherrick looking for the takedown. Sanders able to elude that.
1 point. Sherrick stalling Sanders.
Stalling Sanders, 1 point awarded to Sherrick. This has been a most unusual match as far as points, the way it's been tabulated. And that will do it. Sanders was called for a strong side and lost a point. Sherrick had a point taken away for slamming Sanders to the mat. Neither wrestler shook hands initially. Now they do.
162-pound result.
Sanders awarded the victory. Even though it didn't look like he was a better wrestler
7-6.
than Sherrick at Clovis West. The final score 7-6.
Sanders of Buchanan is the
Most unusual
1998
number of injury
Central
timeouts.
Valley champion, 162-pounder.
7-6, the final score.
173-pounder.
Now we move to 173. Tyler Lunn of Buchanan against Noel
North
Perez
End.
of Madera.
A senior, first in the 4 West tournament, first in the Reno Tournament of Champions, second in the Doc Buchanan, first in the league, fourth in the divisionals. For Buchanan, coached by Chris Hansen, with a record of 36 wins and 3 losses, Tyler Lunn. His opponent at 173, also a senior, second at the 5 counties, second in the league, second in the area, second in the Yosemite divisionals. From Madera, coached by Corky Napier, with a record of 28 wins and 5 losses, Noel Perez.
Lunn of Buchanan
Lunn
decision
has
Gonzalez
the red
of Hoover
pen
7-4 in
will
the
be
semis.
the visitor.
And Perez and Madera decision Smith of Clovis West 12-0.
Perez will have the green ankle band and will be on the Shafter side of the clock.
We're at 173 pounds. Let's get it started. From Shafter High, no time to waste. One against Perez. We're at 173 pounds. Both these wrestlers are headed to the state championships in Stockton, win or lose. Officials timeout to take care of the headgear. And you're watching the CIF Wrestling Championships on CNN SI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. And we continue with the action. That was a rather short timeout. which we like more than the extended timeouts. I would say somewhat of a stalemate so far as the wrestlers switch positions. Josh Nouse of Centennial up next at 191 pounds, facing Cash of Buchanan. And he will be the first Centennial wrestler we have seen tonight. We've seen a lot of them from BHS at Foothill. And they have been winning. Both wrestlers locked up right now. Luna Buchanan and Perez Madera. Tyler Lund, Noel Perez. Coach said, let's go. Remember who you're wrestling. And somewhat of a lackluster first period. As the athletes look toward their corners. Stalemated action in the first period. Nothing much happening offensively. As moving in the second quarter.
One-point escape, Perez.
Perez with the escape. Perez from Madera. Tyler Lund from Buchanan in red. The stockier of the two wrestlers. A Buchanan Bear. Officials timeout. And let's continue. Lynn's had a little trouble with his headgear tonight. Wrestler in red. 173 pounds. CIF Central Section Championship. Lund going for the legs. He has a strong upper body. Built lower to the ground than Perez. Lund would like to power his way through Perez, but Perez has a nice lock underneath his neck. Let's go back to the middle. Here in the second period, as Lund drives Perez off the mat. And you're watching the CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. Tyler Lund of Buchanan in red, and Noel Perez Madera in blue in 173-pound final. Here at Shafter High School, the CIF Central Section Championships. We have Centennial Wrestler coming up next. Lund trying to maintain control. One of his arms around the neck of Perez. And that's the end of that period.
Third period.
Number 3 is coming up.
Down.
Lund will be down and Perez the up man. In this particular match. You can hear the coach say, bring it down, bring it down. Lund trying an escape move on Perez. And Perez has a hold of his right leg. Nice move by Lund. And Lund is knocked off the mat by Perez and is slightly injured, so we have an injury timeout. Has his big padding around his right knee, and he was twisted that time as he fell off the mat. Now they were simply readjusted. Tyler Lund against Noel Perez. 173 pounds of the big boys. Nice move by Lund as he's trying to escape, trying to get away. And he does.
2 points reversal, Lund.
Reversal goes to Lund.
2 points near fall, Lund.
He gets the 2 points on the near fall. Also had a reversal there. We're in the third period of 173-pound match from Shafter High School. Tyler Lund with the lead and defensive-minded match. Maintaining control with riding time as the clock is winding down. And that's it. Tyler Lund from Buchanan is victorious
173-pound results.
over Perez Madera, 4-1.
4-1. Tyler Lund of Buchanan was your 1997-98 173-pound
also
Central
moves to the
Valley
state.
champion.
We have a Centennial and a Buchanan wrestler coming up next at 191 pounds.
191 pounders on the podium, please.
Wrestlers from the Clovis schools and Bakersfield schools have dominated tonight. Got a couple from the Moore and some from Madera.
191 pounders on the north end, the junior. First in the Hollister duels, first in the Sierra Nevada Classic, first at the Doc Buchanan, first in the Morro Bay CIT, and was outstanding wrestlers in those 2 tournaments. First in the Southwest Yosemite League, first in the South Area, first in the Yosemite Divisionals, and outstanding wrestler. Cadet All-American with 27 pins from Centennial High School, coached by Paul Olenek with a record of 45 wins and no losses, Josh Nas. Also at 191 pounds, a senior, third in the Doc Buchanan, fifth in the 5 counties, first in league, second in the divisionals, coached by Chris Hansen from Buchanan with a record of 36 wins and 9 losses, Brendan Cash. Nas will be red and he will be on the visitor side. Cash will have the green ankle band and he will be on the Shafter side.
Nosh at 191 pounds is our second undefeated wrestler tonight, joining Kirk Moore. Kirk was 49-0 coming into his match this evening at 154 and was victorious as he goes for that elusive state title in Stockton. Josh, unbeaten this year, has won all types of championships for the Golden Hawks. They're in red and gold. Josh pinned Bowerman of Lemoore at 5:02 in the semifinal. Cash pinned Van Worth
off the mat.
Jones Palace at 5:15. Josh of Centennial going up against Cash in the blue uniform. Brandon Cash. Brandon would like to be the money man in this match. Aaron Graham of BHS is coming up next at 217 pounds against Fox of Buchanan. Graham, another fine football player for the Drillers. Nice takedown by Nas.
Takedown, Nas, 1 point
2 points for Josh.
Cash off the mat.
Brandon Cash of Buchanan. Josh Nas of Centennial. As they both talk to their respective coaches. The Centennial Golden Hawks, represented by Nas from the Southwest Yosemite League.
Coaches, we're going to remind you again to have the outstanding wrestling
CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships from Shafter High School tonight on CNN SI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. And we want to see some action. Let's go. We are moving late in the evening. I can't hear the crowd anymore. These are the big boys wrestling. It's time to get pumped up. Coming down the home stretch. Nas going for the takedown on Cash. He does get credit for it. Josh maintaining control. And we're into the 191-pound final. Cash is trying to go off the mat. And he succeeds in doing that against Josh Nas of Centennial. Almost like a wrestler in a tag team situation. Trying to make the tag. Inching for that sideline. Brandon Cash in blue and Nas the Centennial in red and gold. That's a near fall by Josh. And the first period comes to a conclusion.
Second period.
Josh Noss, the more dominant wrestler in period number 1. Here in the 191-pound final. VHS looking for another champion as Aaron Graham comes up next.
Cash defers. Nas takes down.
Centennial looking for their first victory tonight in the section finals. On the mat, they have a guy who hasn't lost all this year.
Lost ring has been turned in at the announcer's table. Lost ring that's been turned in at the announcer's table. Come and identify it.
And Josh talked with his coaches. As is Cash of Buchanan, Brandon Cash. Let's see what's in store for them in the second period. Let's get it underway. Josh on the mat. Cash up on top. There's a whistle. Nice reversal by Josh.
2 points reversal, Nas.
Beautiful move. Now he's looking for the takedown. A very solid performance so far by Josh Nas.
1 point escape, Cash.
Cash with a single point, but he needs a lot more than that. He needs a takedown. He has been the defensive wrestler in this match. Some guys go for the victory, other guys just try to stay alive. Cash with a nice move on Nas, almost has him turn over. That was close.
2 points takedown. 2 points takedown, Nas.
Nas pivots around and gets a 2-point takedown on Cash. Quick move by Josh. Quick as a cat on the mat. He almost found himself in a perilous position. Now Josh remaining in control here in the second period. And he goes over to the side. We are in the 191-pound final between Josh Nas of Centennial and Brandon Cash of Buchanan. Golden Hawks and the Bears. And the officials looking on. Shafter High is the site for tonight's match. Cash ready to go to work. So is Josh Nas. Cash tries to turn it on Nas.
2 point reversal. Cash.
Cash with a 2-point reversal.
Cash is in control.
As Nas had him. Then a beautiful move by Brandon Cash, and almost once again he had Josh in a bad position. Now Josh turns
1
around.
point escape, Nas.
Nas with a point escape. And that's the conclusion of the second period from Shafter High.
Third period.
Cash is ready.
Cash takes down.
Now set to go in period number 3 as he tries to keep that unbeaten streak going. Stay undefeated this year. which is something very difficult to do in any sport. Nevertheless, he's headed to the state.
Nas.
He wants to keep the momentum going, the mo going. Nas with riding time tonight against Brandon Cash. Looking for that perfect move. Or just trying to stay out of further trouble against Cash. Brandon's coach is telling him, keep moving. Up, up, up. Nas with a nice lead in this match. And Cash has to do something offensively. Nas with the technique. The undefeated wrestler from Centennial High School in red and gold. Coach is saying, work him, work him. Josh Nas maintaining control at 191 pounds. And we'll see if Aaron Graham can capture a title for BHS in his match coming up next.
Off the mat.
As Nas drives Cash off the mat. Cash is either slightly injured or a little bit tired as we go back to the middle. Nas looking for the victory.
We get the 162-pound and
Brandon Cash
173-pound
definitely
medal
still has
winners
time.
at the north end of the gym, please.
Nas maintaining control.
1-pound, 6th through 3rd place medal winners at the north end.
Josh Nas of Centennial looking to
162-pound,
get undefeated tonight.
173-pound medal winners at the north end, please.
in the Central Section Wrestling Championship at Shafter High against Brandon Cash of Buchanan. The Golden Hawk taking it to the Buchanan Bear, and that's it. Josh Nas is going to the States as the Valley champ.
191-pound results.
The athlete from Centennial High School as he remains undefeated, winning 9-4 over Brandon Cash.
1998 Valley champion from Centennial, Josh Nas.
Aaron Graham of BHS will take on Fox of Buchanan next.
Okay, we get the 162-pound medal winners, 173-pound medal winners.
Graham this year,
191-pound medal winners.
I see in the semifinals, decision Hu of Exeter 4-1, Fox of Buchanan, decision Martinez of Wasco 5-3. That was in the semis.
217-pounders.
So we're up to 217
North
pounds.
end.
I think they used to have just a heavyweight after 191, and
Was first
then they added
in the area in
217 and pushed the
1997.
heavyweight to 277.
First in the Southeast Yosemite League in 1998. First in the area in 1998. First in the division in 1998. From Bakersfield High School, coached by David East, with a record of 18 wins and 1 loss, Aaron Graham. His opponent at 217 pounds, a junior, second in the Far West tournament, third in the Doc Buchanan tournament, first in league, second in the divisionals, from Buchanan, coached by Chris Hansen, with a record of 30 wins and 5 losses, Ben Fox.
Aaron Graham of Bakersfield against Ben Fox of Buchanan
Aaron Graham will have the red
at 217 pounds.
and will be the visitor.
So another Buchanan wrestler and another wrestler from
Will have the
BHS.
red and will be on the Shafter home side of the clock.
As the Drills look for another title. Graham in the blue uniform with white around the waist.
One of our teams has lost a couple of extension cords. If anybody's found
Fox
them,
and
please turn them
Buchanan.
to the announcer's table.
uniform, which is about the same color blue, but with no white stripe across the waist. Graham and Fox, 217 pounds. Next, we have our last match of the evening, 277 pounds. Seamus of Lemoore against Torres of Foothill. Aaron Graham of Bakersfield High School at 217 pounds. Usually at 217 or 277, I don't think you have a lot of, either have a pin or the scores are very close. There's not a lot of points scored by either wrestler generally in a higher level type of competition like this. More strength involved than quickness, and it's difficult for one wrestler to dominate another.
We're installing both wrestlers.
Come on, guys, quit stalling. This is the Valley Championship. Graham against Fox. There goes Graham
Off the mat.
with an attempted takedown off the mat. The official says the fans came here to see some action. Let's go. Graham of BHS. Fox of Buchanan.
Second period.
And a very lackluster first period. It went by very quickly
Fox defers.
as we head into quarter number 2.
Fox defers. Graham takes down.
Graham checking things out with his coaches. And there's Fox with his coaches from Buchanan, as they're explaining some moves to him. I wonder if they could utilize those moves on him. I'm just curious about that. He's 217 pounds. Well, I won't find out. Graham trying for the escape from BHS to the right. Aaron Graham of the Drillers trying to get off the mat. And he succeeds in doing that.
Off the mat.
And the official didn't know that a TV camera was right behind him. This is showtime. Graham looked for the escape or the reversal. As he tries crawling for the outside of the mat and does that once again. Aaron Graham of BHS on the bottom, Fox of Buchanan on top. Second period action, 217 pounds. CIF Central Section Wrestling Championship from Shafter High School. And the wrestlers are in the spotlights tonight. That was a nice trip job by Fox. On Graham, we go back to the middle.
One-point escape.
And there's the
Graham.
escape for Graham, and 1 point in a very low-scoring match. Defensive struggle, power against power. And a slight edge to Graham so far. But if Fox gets a takedown, he'll be ahead. The BHS coaches looking anxiously on. You can see them left side of the screen. We're in the second period. A lot of blue on the horizon. Graham seeking to take down. And Fox standing up to the task.
1 point, Graham, stalling Fox.
Oh, Fox called for stalling. That 1 point awarded to Graham. He now leads 2-0. You have to be aggressive in a finals, especially when you don't have any points and you're in the second period. You can't just be a defensive wrestler. So Graham leads at 2-0 in the second period. Fox has yet to score. Now we move to the third period. Aaron Graham of BHS with a 2-0 lead over Fox of Buchanan in the 217-pound championship from Shafter High School. One more match coming up tonight on CNN SI, Time Warner Cable Channel 52. Graham trying to get control of Fox. Aaron Graham and Ben Fox. Graham on the top, Fox on the bottom. And Fox in a very perilous position, a perilous situation. Being held by the strength of Aaron Graham. Miguel Gutierrez, Max Odom, and Kirk Moore, all three wrestlers from Foothill, won championships tonight. Ryan Malash lost in the finals. John Dickerson, Matt Spradlin have won for BHS tonight. Aaron Graham's trying to make it a threesome. We would have three victorious wrestlers from both Foothill and BHS. Josh Nas won for Centennial. The Bakersfield area wrestlers going for their 7th title in this match. Aaron Graham leads 2-0 third period. Seamless of Moore against Torres of Foothill coming up next. So Foothill has a chance at another championship in the heavyweight. 277. Graham maintaining control. Yeah, the clock is winding down here in the third period. Graham pushing Fox off the mat. Fox is the taller of the two, but Graham the stockier of the two wrestlers. And you can see they're both somewhat winded. They haven't called for as many timeouts as in many of the other matches we've seen this evening. Graham with riding times. The clock is winding down here in the third. 2-0 in favor of Aaron. The officials are just cruising around. And both wrestlers go off the mat.
No change.
No change, no points awarded for Fox. Fox on the bottom, Graham on the top. The CIF 217-pound Wrestling Championship in the central section. Aaron Graham from BHS is a winner, 2-0 over Ben Fox of Buchanan.
In a 2-0 decision, Aaron Graham of Bakersfield is the 1996-97 Central Valley Champion. Congratulations. Coaches, remember at the end of the heavyweight bouts to have your outstanding wrestler ballots turned in to Arlen Smith.
Actually, he's the 1997-98 champion.
Outstanding wrestlers ballots.
Seamus of Lemoore coming up against Torres of Foothill in the 277-pound final. So
At the heavyweights.
7 champions from Bakersfield area schools so far.
At the north end, a senior, second in the Lemoore duels, first in the Coast Classic, first in the Buchanan, first in the Bash, second in the Duck Buchanan, 8th in the 5 counties, 3rd in the CIT, 1998 West Yosemite League champion, 1998 Central Area champion, and 1998 Yosemite Divisional champion. Third in the Central section in 1997. From Lemoore, coached by Kent Olson, with a record of 50 wins and 6 losses, Pat Seamus. His opponent, a senior, second in the Sierra Nevada Classic, first in the Southeast Yosemite League, first in the South Yosemite area, second in the Yosemite Divisionals, from Foothill, coached by Alan Paradise, with a record of 33 wins and 9 losses, Greg Torres. Seamus will have the red anklet and be the visitor. Torres will have the green anklet and be the home team on the Schefter side of the club.
Paradise of Foothill has another wrestler in a final tonight. Greg Torres against Pat Seamus of Lemoore. A 277-pound championship. The final match of the evening from Shafter High School. And a great evening for Bakersfield area wrestlers. 3 wrestlers from Foothill: Miguel Gutierrez, a freshman, Max Odom, and Kirk Moore, all winners, and 3 Bakersfield High wrestlers: John Dickerson, Matt Spradlin, and Aaron Graham, winning individual championships, along with Centennial's Josh Nas. And so Torres trying to win another title for Foothill. As the Trojans of BHS are trying to catch Buchanan for the team title today. Torres in the gold, and Seamus of Lemoore in purple. And as I mentioned, Lemoore's had some wrestlers in the finals. They have an outstanding program there at Lemoore. The Bakersfield area wrestlers have dominated the championships. Unfortunately, that's 3 schools. And Clovis has had a number of wrestlers in the finals, but Lemoore has had some wrestlers there too. They just haven't been able to come out on top. But they are the school that comes to mind besides BHS Foothill and the Clovis school that has a lot of wrestlers competing for championships tonight. And they all advanced to the state finals. Torres pushed off the mat. He has an injury timeout.
Along with the medal winners for the 217-pound and 200, the heavyweight divisions, we'll
Seamus,
also award the
ready for more action from Lemoore.
For the first and second place Valley Championship teams.
Paradise talked things over with Greg Torres
Also, we will announce the
in this 277-pound match.
Weights and lower weights, upper weights and lower weights.
Kirk Moore of Foothill remained undefeated with his victory tonight. And Josh Nas of Centennial also remained undefeated. Ralph Lopez of Clovis West, he won tonight. He is the 3-time Valley champ and the defending state champ at 142 pounds. He has only 1 loss this year.
The CIF South Area Commissioner, Mr. Don Harrison. Again, we would like to take this time to thank the Coyote Club.
Let's go, Torres. It's championship time right now.
Youth wrestling, high school wrestling, and college wrestling also for their tremendous support in helping us host this tournament.
Shafter High, the site of tonight's CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships. And we're into the final moments. There's Torres, ready to do battle against Seamus of Lemoore. Greg Torres, Pat Seamus. Seamus decision Sanchez of Buchanan 4-1 in the semis, and Torres of Foothill pinned Armendaris Menachie at 128 of their match in the semis. And the first period comes to a conclusion.
Second period.
As we get ready for quarter number 2, who will be down? Well, Seamus will be down and Torres up.
Seamus takes down.
It always seems like the first quarter is much quicker than the second and third. Maybe because there's more action in the second and third quarters. I don't know. Actually, probably more timeouts. Torres, the aggressor, early on in the second period. Greg Torres trying to win another championship for the Foothill Trojans. They have an outstanding wrestling program. Torres and Seamus go off the mat. Seamus awarded the point. Torres has to get to work. Get low, get down. It can't be all hand-to-hand combat. As Seamus was trying to reach for Torres' legs. Now, these wrestlers are going to wrestle more stand-up style than the smaller wrestlers. Those guys just grapple along the mat. This is power against power, weight against weight. Mano a mano. Greg Torres in gold, Pat Seamus in purple for Lemoore. It's the Trojans against the Tigers. Greg Torres needs some encouragement from the fans here at Shafter High School as they both go off the mat. Second period action. And Greg is ready to take care of business. TCB for the man in gold.
Warning, stalling, Torres.
Torres, warned for stalling. Let's get to work, Greg. The offensive-minded. 277-pound championship from Shafter High. And the second period comes to a close. But Greg Torres really has to get to work.
Torres takes down in the third period.
He is down. Seamus is up in the third quarter of tonight's 277-pound final. Yeah, the coaches are discussing things with the wrestlers, and it's not where to go to eat after the match. Greg Torres has to think offensively here in the third period. Otherwise, he might land on his back. He could get pinned if he doesn't. As they say, there's really no moral victories in wrestling. Torres in yellow and gold, and Seamus in purple. Third period action, 277-pound final from Shafter High School. And the CIF Central Section Wrestling Championships. Both these guys go to the state in Stockton at the Spano Center, University of Pacific. Greg Torres on the mat. Pat Seamus in control in the third period. Greg has to do something, and very quickly. Time is running out. The clock is winding down. The clock is ticking. And both wrestlers off the mat.
Off the mat.
As you hear the ooh and the ahs from the crowd. Yeah, this is when fatigue really begins to settle in for both wrestlers. They've had a number of matches this week, and it all comes down to this. Torres looking for a reversal. Simas has him in his grasp as they go off the mat. And Torres getting up slower and slower every time.
We get the 217-pound medal winners at the north end of the gym, along with the
Simas in purple, Torres in yellow.
third place heavyweights.
Simas looking for the victory or a pin against Greg Torres. We haven't had one in quite a while.
Coaches, be sure to turn in your outstanding wrestlers ballots to Arlie Smith at the head table. Turn in your outstanding wrestlers ballots.
Pat Simas and Greg Torres. Pat Simas with riding time.
1 point, Simas.
And picks up another point.
Stalling Torres.
Now, Torres was one for stalling. This time they take a point away. Or actually, they award 1 point to Simas. Torres in a position where he really can't do anything. And Simas going for the pin. Getting close. And there it is. Pat Simas of Lemoore, the winner over Greg Torres of Foothill in 5:57 of the 277-pound championship match tonight from Shafter High School in the CIF Central Section Championships. Both athletes will go to Stockton in the Spanos Center at UOP.
We get the 217-pound.
That about does it tonight from Shafter High on CNNSI, Time Warner Cable, Channel 52. Good night. I'm Mark Heffernan. Thanks for watching.